We're discussing the equity schemes of DSP BlackRock. Joining me on the show right now is Dhirendra of Value Research to discuss those schemes. Dhirendra, thanks very much for taking out the time. Let's start by discussing BlackRock Top 100. It's a large cap fund. What's your view here?
It's an outstanding fund, and over the past 5 years, what we have seen through all these turbulent times is it turns out to be the best performing large cap fund. And it has done it with great discipline, with its diversification, keeping it focused, style purity, being into large caps always, and following its mandate, never slipping below the top 100 capitalized companies. And selectivity also has worked for this fund, and a good large cap fund.
The next fund is BlackRock Equity, which is a multi-cap fund. What is your view on this fund, Dhirendra? And also, what is your advice to investors who would want to take exposure to such portfolios?
I would say that in the near term, it has not done very well. But I would say that if we take into account that its long tenure, it's among the oldest. It is the oldest equity fund from DSP, and those numbers look compelling. I would slot this fund as above average. Not the best in its class, not the best among the multi-cap fund, but still an above average performer. And taking into account its very long tenure, I would say that outstanding long-term performance and superior options visible in near term.
The next fund is BlackRock Microcap, which is a small cap fund, high risk, high return strategy. What's your view here?
DSP BlackRock Microcap is a fund which is not suited for every kind of investor. But Microcap is an outstanding fund, and it did show its mettle. It is not supposed to invest in the top 300 capitalized companies in the country. So slipping below that, it is a microcap fund. It has remained true to its label. It is about 75% into microcap. I would say that small cap stocks only. And even through difficult times, a difficult phase in the market, and in its life so far, large period has been difficult period. Even in that period, it has retained its focus, and I would say it's an excellent fund, not for every investor.
Also, Dhirendra, what's your take on a fund like BlackRock Small Cap and Mid Cap, which is another fund from DSP BlackRock stable, which addresses the broader universe of stocks?
This is a relatively superior performer in the mid cap segment, and we have a large universe of funds to choose from. And this fund has built a good case for itself. Of course, in its history so far, a good part has been where it has struggled. But looking at its 17% annualized return since its launch, I think that's outstanding. And this is not for here. I think the fund manager shows selectivity, the kind of stocks which is generally not visible in other mid-cap portfolio, though most mid-cap portfolios are quite different. And so is this, and this has the fund manager has impressed investors with his stock selection here.